But we are back here in Malaga. Just collecting my van from the garage. They're working still on it. Fine.
So after a few weeks visiting family in England, I flew into Malaga Airport ready to go.
Yeah, I can go grab some breakfast. Early morning flight Ryanair.
I was very lucky to get an appointment here with these guys as they're very busy. So the first job that I found, I'd asked them to replace the rubber boot on this ball joint.
Pretty good really all round. Managed to get everything I needed done for 150 euros, which I thought was pretty good. Mainly just wanted to stop the oil leak which had appeared.
So there were a couple of oil leaks to deal with, both relating to seals that had gone, one on this pump and the other here, where the dipstick goes into the engine bay.
And the fuel issue. So we're going to fill the tank right up to the top and see if that's now sorted. I'm just waiting for this van to move so I can get back on the road, head towards Estepona.
I drove a couple of hours further up the coast in the afternoon.
So guys, I'm here in Pasinas doing my thing, always filling up the water. Just spent probably 2 hours cleaning all the tanks, getting rid of the old energy thing with the spring water. It's better to keep using it. Obviously the water there quite stagnant, so
So after picking up Maya from Bologna, filling up the tanks in Fasinas, I headed further along the coast to this spot in Cadiz.
So guys, I'm in Cadiz. The old barnets needs redoing again. It's gonna be fluffy. But yeah, I'm here in Cadiz. I had a plan to go to Portugal to see family, but they're only there for 3 days. It's like 500-mile drive. They're there for 3 days. It seems a long way. So I'm trying to work out what to do next, to be fair.
After much deliberation, I eventually decided to drive up to Sevilla and back over to the Algarve. It can't be understated that at times, living life on the road can be difficult when trying to juggle the multitude of different things that come with it.
So I'm here in Portugal. To be honest, how I've ended up here is pretty random. It's a new place, never visited.
There was definitely a bit of a buzz about Portugal. A lot of bars and restaurants, plenty to see, and of course beautiful beaches as well.
It's a lot of bars and stuff going on. A lot of tourists, to be honest, as well. But yeah, I'm thinking of heading towards Sagres, but mate, I straight up just don't know really what to do with myself at the minute. Since landing in Malaga, I've ended up driving over to Portugal. I was going to go to Lisbon to see family, but they're only here till like Tuesday, and it's already coming into the end of the weekend. So it sounds like a bit of a waste of a trip all the way there. Pretty much clean me out of fuel as well.
I can certainly say that during these days I battled a lot with myself as to what to do and how to do it. Spending time in these touristic places where it's very hard to park and everything's quite expensive.
Checked out the wave forecast for later this week. So Tuesday there's waves in Sagres.
One fairly important factor to take into consideration is that there's no dogs allowed on the beaches in the summer.
Do I just stop trying to work out everything and just go surfing? Chill out for a bit.
Moving further out of town, there are some beaches which are a lot more accessible and far fewer people knocking about. There's a really good free parking spot located here just north of where all the action is. I stayed here for a couple of nights without any troubles. I decided in the end to start driving on my way to Lisbon.
So we made it to Odexia. It's a hard one to pronounce, Odexia. Absolutely insane waves though. I haven't got a huge amount of time. I want to get to Lisbon, but Oh mate, seeing the waves just makes me want to surf. Get on these waves though mate, it's sick. Strong waves. Strong views to be fair. Look at that. Sick. Yeah, it's busy. Managed to get back on the road to be fair. Pretty excited. Heading north now. I was a little bit, you know, conflicted and went through a bit of a difficult patch there, but yeah man, buzzing to be back on the move, buzzing to be back exploring, doing what I love. I'd love to actually just jump in from here, obviously not gonna. Wow, sick. Hiya baby. Yes guys, what's going on? We are just heading now towards Sines. We've left Odexi. We're going to be in Sines in about an hour, and then we're heading on over to Lisbon. Now in Sintra, heading towards a place I stayed during lockdown. There's two beaches here, Praia Grande and Praia Pequena. So I've just arrived in Sintra. This is Praia Pequena here. It's actually a really good surf spot this. There is a funny story that I have about this beach, or this parking to be fair. Rewind back to 2022 lockdown. I ended up here in this parking stuck. My gear linkage completely came apart, so I couldn't change gears. And I had all these people coming up to me going, you can't be here, you know, it's locked down, police are going to come, it's projecting a lot of fears and whatever else. And I was like, I can't move, I'm stuck, like literally. And this guy rocked up, who was like a friend of a friend, and he took the gear linkage apart and just like he turned up in his car, took the gear linkage apart and just drove off. And about a week later he arrived back with this with the news that he couldn't get this part, and so he ended up like modifying it and doing a temporary fix so I could at least move. This was the spot. I was literally here for 10 days stuck, right parked here, right next to the ocean. So it's not the worst place to be stuck, to be fair. This was before I got into surfing though. I mean, look. Wow, lovely waves here. So I'm plotted up here, nearby the beach. There's a beautiful surf school here. Just checked, it's €10 for an hour to rent the board, which I think is pretty good. 20 for 2 hours, I think, 15 for 2 hours. Oh, nearly. Oh, nearly. Nearly got it. Mate, are you ready to go? Monkey. Such a good spot this, man. So guys, that's been good fun here in Sintra. We've been surfing. We've had a good walk into town there, into Praia Grande, say town, to the beach. Yeah man, on we go.
And so with that, we were back on the road heading to Figueira de Foz.
Just literally woke up and all these guys wanted to move. Setting up an event, like a pirate kind of convention, similar to what I experienced in Lagos earlier in the year. I think they're doing it here now. So it's a good little spot to park, generally speaking, obviously not now because I can't park here apparently, but Yeah, it's right near the ocean. The main, I'm in Figueira de Foz, I think it's called. Figueira de Foz. So the main town is that way. The main city or the main town is there. All paid parking, but here is the first place I found that was free to park. So happy days. On we go.
Bouncing on down the coast, we headed from Figueira de Foz all the way up to Espinho.
Today's the first time I've seen the sun basically go away. It's actually quite nice. To be honest, I've had literally a month of just 35 every day, so to be fair, it's the same, been the same back home. But yeah, we just left Figueira de Foz and we're heading to Aveiro, I think it's called. Carrying on up the coast, slowly. So the next stop will be Aveiro.
Here in Espinho, they were hosting the Nations Cup final for volleyball.
Wow, just had an amazing surf session there. Found a really good like a swell here, spin bay. The ladies sorted me out a good deal on the board I had it for 2 hours. I surfed for about 45 minutes and I was just absolutely knackered, but it's a really good spot up here apparently. It's not good surf right now in this minute, but this is basically the place all the way along here in Espinho Beach. Then you've got the volleyball going on over there, volleyball finals. I rented this one. It's a 7-foot board, so this is probably something that what I'm going to get. I'm going to get one of these. This is the place here. As I've mentioned before, it's such a difficult sport. I've got to say that it is. It's not something that comes naturally to me, surfing. I don't know why, but I have to work it. I think I need a lesson. To be fair, that's pretty much where it is. A big thank you guys for watching this video. Really appreciate it. It's been fun making it. It's been fun travelling through all the way up from Cadiz. But we're going to crack on now with the next one. Much love, guys.